for joining today. I'm Amy. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist, and today we're on Facebook Live. We're making one of my absolutely favorite new recipes. It's a chocolate peanut butter banana pudding, and I have to give a shout out to my boyfriend who's actually behind the camera right now. He and I made this recipe together, so we have a lot of fun in the kitchen doing couples cooking, which is fun. And this is a great recipe because it takes just a few minutes to make, so if you want something sweet tonight, you can whip it up in literally 2 or 3 minutes. And it's also vegan, so if you're having dinner party guests who are vegan over, then you have a great recipe that they're going to enjoy. So I'm just going to jump right into this recipe and show you how to make it. Actually, first I'm going to go over the ingredients. So as you might imagine, chocolate peanut butter banana pudding has chocolate in it, but we're actually making this pudding without any added sugar, which is something I really love doing in my baking, getting sweet flavors in without adding any additional sugar. So we have chocolate in the sense of unsweetened cocoa powder. This is actually one of my favorite things to cook with because you get a lot of antioxidants, which are great for your health. They fight disease within your body, and you get that in this unsweetened cocoa powder without any sugar added to it for sweetening. And I'm going to use this cocoa powder in my recipe in a second, but you can do lots of other things with unsweetened cocoa powder. You can add it as a topping to cottage cheese or yogurt or oatmeal. You can add it to smoothies. I actually have some awesome smoothie recipes that I love on my blog that use cocoa powder. And also, if you're just joining right now, tell me where you're from, tell me your name. I'm actually cooking from my kitchen in New Jersey today, and we're making chocolate peanut butter banana pudding today. You can see the recipe right above my head if you want to click the link. So we just went over the first ingredient. We also have powdered peanut butter. And this is a great, this is obviously a big ingredient in a chocolate peanut butter banana pudding. And powdered peanut butter, I cook with both regular peanut butter and powdered peanut butter in my kitchen. They both have great attributes, and when I love, one of the reasons I love cooking with powdered peanut butter is because it has a lot less calories and fat. And that's really important when you're looking to cut calories and fat from a recipe. Sometimes we want that healthy fat to help keep us full. And a dessert, though, that we're making right now, I wanted to shave off some of those calories, and so we're using this powdered peanut butter. And obviously, we have bananas in our recipe for banana pudding, and the bananas are a great way to sweeten the recipe naturally. I let these bananas ripen. As you can see, they're pretty brown. I've let them sit in my kitchen for several days, waiting for them to get to the perfect brownness and ripeness. And if you didn't know, when bananas ripen, their natural sugars come out, and that sweetens the fruit even more. So again, we're making a dessert without any added sugar, and one of the reasons that we're able to do that is because we have these natural sugars in the bananas coming out. If you didn't know, bananas are also awesome for many reasons. Many people think bananas are kind of not as exciting of a fruit, but I'm a big fan of bananas. I actually eat them really often, probably almost every day. And they're full of really good for you nutrients. They have potassium, a lot of potassium, which helps lower blood pressure. It's great to take in after a workout. And they also are a good source of fiber, which is a nutrient that helps to keep you fuller for longer. So in this pudding, you're going to have that fiber in the recipe, and you're going to stay fuller for longer, and that's going to help cut down on the nighttime snacking. A lot of fruits and vegetables, well, pretty much all fruits and vegetables offer that fiber, and bananas are one of them. And then as a topping, we have coconut flakes. These are just dried coconut flakes, no added sugar. When you're shopping for them, make sure to buy one without any added sugar. And we're going to use this as a topping. They're completely optional. So if you want to shave off a few calories, about 30 calories per serving, you can skip them. I personally really like that add of crunch and the texture and the sweetness that you get from the coconut. So we're going to get started. And all you need is a little bowl. I'm going to use this little guy. And we're just going to combine our dry ingredients. So we have the cocoa powder. And we have next the powdered peanut butter. And we're just going to whisk those together. Really, it's going to take just a second to mix those dry ingredients. And if you're just joining today, we're doing a Facebook Live of chocolate peanut butter banana pudding. And the recipe link is right above my head. If you're just joining, I'd love to hear your name and where you're from. I'm Amy. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist, and I'm cooking from my kitchen in New Jersey today. So we just whisked together our dry ingredients, and next comes, I think, the most fun part of this whole recipe is we're going to use a potato masher to mash our bananas. So, you know, we always like to talk about using, having other uses for kitchen tools in our kitchen, and you know, I don't make mashed potatoes that often, so this is a way that my potato masher comes out more often than not when I'm making this pudding. So we're just going to peel these bananas, and if you hear some bells in the background, that's my cat Normal walking around, so he might make an appearance, he might not. We're just going to peel our second banana, and you just heard him say hello, so you can't see him, but you can hear him, and he's hopefully going to be quiet. So now we're peeling our bananas, and we're going to mash them. So if you just are joining now, we're making a chocolate peanut butter banana pudding, and I'm Amy. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist, and I'm cooking from my kitchen in New Jersey today. I'd love to hear where you're from. So we just put the bananas in a bowl, and we're going to mash them. And this is just going to take a few moments. We're using a potato masher to mash a banana, and I love how mushy these bananas get. If you don't have a potato masher though, because I know not everyone does in their kitchen, you can use a fork or a spoon. It might just take a few seconds longer. And I'm actually going to use this whisk to get these little pieces of banana in there so we can mash them really well. So I think this is, like I said, the most fun part of making this recipe is mashing the bananas, because if you're having a rough day, you can just kind of take out your agitations on the bananas, or you can just have fun mashing them. So next we're going to add our dry ingredients. Actually, yeah, so we're going to add the dry ingredients to the mashed banana. And I should have taken out the potato masher before I did that. But, you know, we're doing a live video, so oops. And then we're going to add water. I have 2 tablespoons water. And oh, I forgot to go over how much of everything I added. So we have 2 bananas, a 1/4 cup powdered peanut butter, 2 tablespoons unsweetened cocoa powder, and we have 2 tablespoons water here. So we're just going to whisk all that together. And in a couple of seconds, we're going to have this really nice, delicious powdered peanut butter. And I think we might need a little bit more water. Lawrence, I don't know if you mind jumping in here to get me some more water. Thank you so much. I'm just going to add a little bit more. I think I under-measured those, because this is a little gummy. So if you're just jumping in today, we're making a chocolate peanut butter banana pudding, and this is one of my favorite recipes. It has just 220 calories, thank you, per serving, and we're going to add some more water here to kind of get the texture just right. And that's more like it. So if you don't cook with powdered peanut butter a lot, you actually add the water to get that, to re-moisture the powderedness, the powdered and the powdered peanut butter. And if you can't see this, we have some really lovely textured chocolate peanut butter banana pudding here. And we're just going to get a spoon, and we're going to portion these into these bowls. I like using these little bowls. I actually got these from Fiesta Ware, and they're the perfect portion for puddings like these. And this recipe makes 2 servings, so if you're making it for a family of 4, you can just double the recipe. If you're making it for a dinner party, you can double or triple it. And then as a finishing touch, we're just going to add to our pudding some unsweetened cocoa powder. I like to sprinkle it on top. It adds some really nice sweetness, and you also get a nice crunch from the texture. And then there you have it. You have your chocolate peanut butter banana pudding. If you want to make this recipe today, the recipe link is right above my head, so just click on that. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you so much for joining today.